Hi guys, it's Ryan here off the private banking forum. I'm just going to do my live trading journal for today. It is currently 10 o'clock Eastern time. I normally only start doing my recordings once I've sort of established a good position and I'm risk free, sort of chilled out. So I'm going to show you what I did this morning quickly. Just give me a moment to get my fills. So what I did is I looked to short the overnight high. We opened up inside of yesterday's range and at the low of the developer value area, and we see buyers auction up to the point of control yesterday and the edge of this sort of distribution. There's also sort of the higher end of the major distribution curve that we were talking about yesterday with the double distributions that we see on the volume profile. So as I said, we came up and it was the overnight highs here, and what else was I was looking at, which gave me this idea this morning, is the bigger picture time frame Vwaps. We're actually currently back into balanced value on the week, and we were opening inside of last week's value area with this week's Vwap above us. So instantly I'm thinking to be a seller here. And also we opened up inside of the month's developing value. And if I just quickly show you, and I'll keep talking about you this week and repeat myself, but I can't stress how important this is enough. All month we've been riding the first deviation higher, and we finally sort of come back into value, and this could be now a mean reversion. I mean, we could still push out, but I mean, I just see that on the open today we were just sitting at the highs of the developing value for the month. So obviously that's overhead resistance, so the path of least resistance is obviously down. So this is what made me decide I wanted to be a seller this morning off the open, with that idea in place that we would hold inside value and come back into last week's value on the week. So like I said, I got short in the overnight highs. As soon as we came up, I looked to be initiate a seller, and what I did is I had my ATM strategy set up wrong. I've got two ATM strategies set up for crude oil. I've got one for my main core position with my free contracts, and then my add for adding to my position. And I didn't set my management up correct this morning, so when I went into the market I only sold it with two contracts. So I got my first scale out, I got my second scale out, and I was all happy thinking I can start managing my position, and I realised that I was flat with nothing on the table. So I sat on hands for a little bit, and I just was watching what's happening here, because it did look like we saw some absorption as we came back into value, and they were trying to push out. But as soon as they pushed out, I see some seller absorption. I see sellers come back in, hitting the bid down, and I jumped back in with a full position here. So I sold with three contracts, obviously with the idea that we were going to reject obviously yesterday's Vwap ETH value area, and also it was confluence with yesterday's close and RTH Vwap, today's RTH Vwap. So I got in here and I got my first scale out, I got my second scale out just into Vwap, because I just wanted to get my risk off. So I ended up getting like 15 ticks and about 20-25 ticks on my scale outs, and I'm just managing risk for it in a minute. And we're currently coming into testing yesterday's low of day, and at the minute we're finding some sellers to push down. So I'm just going to keep an eye on this and see what happens. We're coming down and testing the previous day's value area, and obviously we've got composite the distribution before, so we've got this sort of buy and tail. So obviously 105.40 is going to be an area to watch, and like always we've been watching all week, is this composite building. Yesterday we couldn't trade below the point of control, and now we're below the point of control. So obviously I'm going to start to target the 105 area, and that's going to be the low of value on this composite area, and it also lines up with a couple of other areas on the daily time frame charts, like the lower area of this buy and tail, and also you can see that here is another buy and tail. So this 105 even area looks like a good place to target for me at the minute. We've got crude oil coming in about 30 minutes, so let's just see what happens here. I'm going to just try to play the market the best I can. Anyway, I'll keep you posted on this. Okay, well, got about 15 seconds to the crude oil release now. I just decided to flatten my position. Made sense, obviously. Came right back up to my entry, and I was just trying to hang on to see if we could come back into value and maybe push down, but nothing. Just going to try and record this release live. It would be pretty cool if we see some ballistic action, but okay, well, I'm going to see what happens with this, and I'll let you know what happens. Keep you posted. Okay, we've seen this market push up to the overnight highs again, and we come back up to the second standard deviation and yesterday's Vwap level, and obviously yesterday's value area high. We tried to push the initial balance and just saw some rest and sell limit orders on there, so I jumped in short again. Just going to tighten up my stop a bit. Just need to get my first target filled and some risk off. Just keeping a very close eye at the minute on this, just reading the order flow. I want to see this come back into value and come back into the mean, so I'll keep you posted on this. Okay, well, I managed to get one scale out on the push back down to value, and we see buyers respond from value, and we tested above yesterday's Vwap level again, and we tested the value area high. I actually thought I was going to take a full stop on this. Like I said, I wanted to see the initial balance get rejected and sellers respond, but we saw that last sort of wave of buying up and testing the value area high with the first IB extension. I had my stop just above yesterday's value area high, so I managed to get away with that one, and we just we've got a rotation back down into value now, so just going to keep a close eye on this because I feel like I'm on the wrong side of the market now. I should have been a buyer from yesterday's lower day and the first IB extension area, but my bias was obviously to the downside through some top-down analysis and obviously the monthly and the weekly Vwap situation that we're in. So I'm just going to see how this plays out now, so I'll keep you posted. Okay, I've managed to get my my second scale out now, so just going to see what happens here. We seem to have a nice response from the value area high from yesterday. Sellers have responded pretty decent here, so just going to keep an eye on Vwap and obviously all the previous levels below. I mean, we've literally rotated through the whole initial balance of this morning, and we're now testing today's developing value area low and obviously the Globex session Vwap, so just see what happens here. Hopefully we'll come back into balance and then we'll start to see some rotations down. I'll keep you posted on the development of this trade. Still, I'm going to target the 105 area. Just see what happens with this line in the sand with Vwap at the minute. So keep posted. Okay, I'm just going to do a quick update. So this morning, obviously, I was short off the highs and ended up getting out of my position for the crude news. I got in short again at the highs, and we see this nice sell-off down to Vwap, and then we've seen buyers respond again, and we've come back up to the highs again. And I was just going to close my position out as soon as it came back up to value, but I just thought I'd just let this play out. I was still expecting this short. Just something I've been looking at to keep me in this short is the fact that we're just trading inside this lower distribution from yesterday's range. I mean, you can just clearly see this sort of sideways range that we're in, and obviously I'm short from the higher area, and we're just seeing this selling wicks on the 5 minutes, and I just thought I'd let things play out. I mean, I've already got like 1, 2, 3 scale outs. I never got my final target on my core position on my first trade, and my second trade obviously I'm still in my core position. So I mean, the fact that we've come out of value and we're just sitting on top of value now is a bullish sign for me normally, but I just still think that we're gonna try push lower prices today to find more buyers. But and obviously the other thing is just where we're at on the weekly value. Obviously we're at the developing value area high inside value still, so obviously this is overhead resistance at the minute, and on the weekly, as I said, we're inside and we're just sort of pushing out, coming back in, so just waiting for this to either cleanly break out and find buyers, or come back into value and probably come down and test a half standard deviation or something. So I'm just trying to be patient on this. I mean, just let it play out. If I see anything out of the ordinary, I will probably just close this position out, or just I just don't want to see value keep getting rejected here. I want to see this come back into value, and so just see what happens here. I mean, I've just seen some buying absorption as we try to push into value, so let's see if they can respond to this and hit the bid up, or if we just dry up with buyers and we come back into value now. So I'll keep you posted on the conclusion of this trade. Okay, it's 1 o'clock Eastern time. I'm still in my short position from the highs here. We came down and just keep testing Vwap, and starting to real flatten out now, so I was just expecting another test the other side of value, and we're just seeing this balancing day today pretty much, just between the value area high yesterday and Monday's value area low. So we're still sitting inside the month, obviously, so just seeing if we can hold these levels and try test lower prices. I just added to my position at the top of value here. I'm just going for a scale out now at 16 even, or 106 even, sorry, and then one just down at Vwap 105.88. So let's see if we can get another rotation down and get the risk off on this ad. If not, my core position is outside of value, and so we don't want to see the market trade back out of value now, developing value for the day. Also lined up with a point of control of yesterday and Monday's value area, which is overlapping at the minute, which I'm tracking. So anyway, I'll keep you posted. Okay, just another quick update. It is currently 2 o'clock Eastern time. Finally got scaled out on my ad from the developing value area high, so just managing my core position again. We're in the last period of the outcry session now, so it's just depending on what happens here to see if this market can spike down. I mean, we've had just a pretty balanced rotational day so far, and we could just close like this, but just manage my core position, and whatever happens happens. I mean, maybe could start targeting the other side of value, and or the second deviation band. Just going to see what happens here. Anyway, I'll keep you posted until close. Okay, what I've seen is Crude came down and tested RTH Vwap and yesterday's value area low, and we just couldn't trade below it, and we see buyers sort of respond below and this area, and they hit the bid up, and they've brought it up to the high of the developing value area, and I didn't want to see the market come back and trade against all this volume sort of cluster here, and obviously I didn't want to see the market try to push above the developing value area high, so I just got out of my core position when I see this price action coming in, and so that's it. I'm done for the day now. I'm not going to mess with this closing period now. So I mean, this could still come back into value and sell off, or we could see buyers come in and push out, but I'm done now for the day. So just a quick recap of what I've done. I was trying to be a seller I keep saying, because I can just see that we're at the monthly developing value area highs, and we've come back into balance on the weekly Vwap. So first off, I tried to sell the open, lean against the point of control and developing value area high. I got 2 scale outs and realised that I only had my ATM strategy set up for 2 contracts, so I was fully scaled out on that. We ended up coming back up to the developing value area high, and I shorted it again, got 2 scale outs, and then into the news I closed it as the market pushed against me, and then after the news was released, I tried to short the retest of the higher day again, and I managed to get 1 scale out, and then the market pushed against me and I took heat, and I had my stop above the value area high from yesterday, and I was lucky to keep in this trade, and we see sellers respond again, and I got my 2nd scale out, and I've just been managing my core position from this area since, and I managed to get 1 more scale out here, and scaled out again, and then on my core position obviously I just exited pretty much for a small profit. So I managed to get like 1, 2, 3, 4 scale outs and not much on my core position runner. Anyway, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care. Bye.